So our intentions were different, but we eventually came together.
Now, eventually, how long does that? I mean, because some people are intentional. Like sometimes I've done a divorce where we're all sitting in the room together and they're holding hands across the table. Like that's intentionality from the beginning. Sometimes they have to get to that place. Sometimes they've got to work through those emotions. For you guys, was it from the beginning or did it take time? Was it that intentional working? Just like a lot of people would intentionally work on a relationship. You guys, it sounds like you guys were intentional as the relationship was being redefined. So many people look at a divorce as okay, now it's being destroyed. When actually, for me, I used to be. People used to say to me, "It's like Matthew, how can you do divorce? You don't even believe in divorce. You're not even. It's not like you're an advocate going, I'm going to go out there, I'm going to help people get out. And I'm like, well, I'm not destroying anything. I'm not even helping them destroy. I'm helping them restructure. And I think
Sure.
that's a mindset. I think it's a mindset of
Mhm.
I'm helping them restructure the family unit. We're not tearing it apart. We're redefining it. We're restructuring it.
100%.
So with you guys, was it that mindset from the beginning? Did it take some time? I mean, were there negative feelings you guys had to work through? Like, how was that process?
Yeah, I mean, I think even no matter how much you're on the same page and being intentional, you're two separate people going through the same thing in a different from a different aspect. And so, yes, we were intentional from the beginning. Again, we were both intentional going in a different direction, but we always worked together being intentional. And I think that again, the key thing, the very first key element to it being successful, so to speak, in the redefining is acceptance. And
Okay.
so until we were both on the same page of accepting this is going to happen, which took a while, and not for me, but for my ex, it took a while. But once we were both acceptance, we accepted that this is what was going to take place, then that intentionality became more parallel.
Okay.
Does that make sense?
Yeah, yeah. I mean, it's reminded me sort of like, people go through AA, and the first thing is you have to admit, I'm an alcoholic. Once you can actually admit the your surroundings, who you are, the environment, well, now you can start the healing process.
Correct.
And so
Yes.
and so you guys sort of went through that. So long-term marriage. I mean, a lot of people are like, wow, long-term marriage. You got three kids. Wow, she must have just done so well. She must have gotten lifetime alimony, gotten great child support. After that long, man, there are probably lots of assets, and she probably really made out well in this divorce.
Mhm.
But you and I have talked. That's not exactly how it went down.
Correct.
So, how did it go down? What was your mentality going through it? Because so many people are in it and they just get blinded by fear and the chaos, and they don't have clarity. And usually, I equate it to that child game, Hungry Hungry Hippo,
Yeah.
where resources are scarce and people will grab as much as they can because they think that that's all there is. So what was it with you with a long term 27-year marriage? Like, what was it for you going through that?
Well, I had, again, going back to that intention, the intention for me was not to, obviously, a divorce is going to disrupt your family, but I wanted to do that um, as little as possible. And so for me, that meant um, I wanted to save the relationship with my ex as much as I could. So I chose to leave um, and basically just start over, just trust the process. I did not want money, belongings, items, things that were all replaceable, that didn't really matter, that didn't really have a value. I didn't want those to ever be, um, a wedge between the relationship I knew that I needed to maintain on some level for my family's purpose.
For more information about my services or to schedule your mediation with me, either in person or using my iChat mediation virtual platform built by Cisco Communications, visit me online at iMediateinc.com. Call me at 561-262-9121, toll free at 877-822-1479, or email me at mbrickman@iChatmediation.com.